Now, local anesthesia, armamentarium, things used in local anesthesia. First of all, syringe. There are different types of syringes: non-disposable, disposable, safety and computer control local anesthetic delivery systems. In non-disposable syringe, there are aspirating and there are self-aspirating syringes that can be metallic or plastic syringes. There are pressure syringes for PDL injection and jet injector, that is needleless syringe. Then parts of syringes: needle adapter, syringe barrel, piston with harpoon, finger grip and thumb grip. Pressure syringe for PDL injection, aspirating syringe and plastic disposable syringe. Criteria of selection of syringe: they must be durable and able to withstand repeated sterilization. They should be capable of accepting a wide variety of cartridges and needles. It should be inexpensive, self-contained, light-weighted and easy to use with one hand. They should provide effective aspiration and blood can be seen through the cartridge easily. Problems with syringes: leakage during injection due to off-center puncture of diaphragm due to needle penetration, cartridges breakdown that can be due to worn down syringe or bent harpoon, inability to aspirate due to dull harpoon doesn't release stopper at times, and surface deposits that can be due to corrosion etc. or leakage of any cartridge in container. Now, needle. Needle is a vehicle that permits local anesthetic solution to travel from dental cartridge into the tissues surrounding the needle tip. And most of the needles used in dentistry are stainless steel needles and they are disposable. Parts of a needle: bevel, that is pointed tip of the needle, shaft, that is the area between bevel and hub of the syringe, syringe adapter, and cartridge penetration end that will puncture into the diaphragm of the cartridge. Gauge of the needle is referred to as the diameter of the lumen of the needle. Smaller the number of gauge, greater will be the diameter of needle. 30 gauge needle has smaller diameter than 25 gauge needle. It's a growing trend that smaller needles should be used because they are relatively atraumatic. The most commonly used needles in dentistry are 30 gauge short and 27 gauge long needles. Bevel of the needle is the slanted tip of the needle. The direction of bevel while inserting the needle is towards the tooth, and while deposition it is towards the bone. It allows localized deposition of LA and easy penetration of the needle, which also minimizes pain and trauma. There is a long needle and short needle. Long needle is yellow colored and short needle is blue colored. The length of long needle is 41 mm and short needle is 25 mm. Short needle is mostly used in infiltration and long needle is used for blocks. Advantages of a large needle over small gauge needle: less deflection as the needle advances through the tissues, greater accuracy of injection, less chance of needle breakage, easy aspiration, and no perceptual difference in patient comfort in both of the needles. Care and handling of needles. Needle must never be used on more than one patient. Needles should be changed after several tissue penetrations in the same patient, 3 to 4 tissue penetrations in the same patient. Needle should be covered with a protective sheath when it is not being used to prevent accidental injury, needle stick injury with contaminated needles. Attention should always be paid to the position of the uncovered needle tip, whether it is inside or outside the patient's mouth. A needle must be properly disposed of after use to prevent possible injury or use by unauthorized individuals. Deflection of needle. Pain on insertion. Pain on insertion can be caused by dull needle, so we can prevent it by using sharp needles and using topical anesthetics. और उसके बाद breakage. Needles should not be bent if they are to be inserted into soft tissue greater than 5 mm depth. No attempts should be made to change the direction of needle, and needle should not be forced against the resistance, that is bone. Pain on withdrawal due to fish hook barbs present on the tip end of the needle, and if we force the needle against hard surface such as bone, it will cause pain on withdrawal. Injury to the patient or administrator can be caused by unintentional injury can be caused to the patient or the administrator while administering the LA, or whether the needle is outside the mouth. Cartridge. Cartridge is a glass cylinder containing local anesthetic drug among other ingredients. A pre-filled 1.8 ml cartridge consists of the following parts: an aluminium cap, neck, rubber diaphragm, plunger, rubber plunger, and identify color band. The LA we use, that is lidocaine, is red banded. Its cartridge is red color banded. Composition of local anesthetic solution या फिर contents of local anesthetic cartridge. Local anesthetic drug, that is lidocaine HCl, which causes blockage of nerve conduction. sodium chloride that provides isotonicity to the solution, sterile water that dilutes the solution that provides volume to the solution, vasopressor that is epinephrine increases depth and duration of anesthesia and decreases LA toxicity by reducing the CVS absorption. Sodium metabisulfate acts as an antioxidant and prevent oxidation of vasoconstrictor, and methylparaben is a bacteriostatic agent. Recommendations of cartridges: they must never be used on more than one patient. They should be stored at room temperature. There is no need to warm the cartridge before use. They should be used before their expiry date, and they should be checked carefully for any cracks, chips, or any integrity of stopper or cap before use to prevent leakage of injection. Problems with cartridge: bubbles in cartridge that is 1 to 2 millimeter normally due to presence of nitrogen gas. Extruded stopper if the cartridge was previously frozen. Burning on injection can be due to low pH if the cartridge contains sterilizing solution, due to overheated cartridges, or cartridges containing vasopressor that is epinephrine. Sticky stopper or corroded cap. Leakage of cartridge due to off-center puncture of the diaphragm, and breakage of cartridge due to the presence of cracks in the cartridge. Now, failure of local anesthesia. Causes of failures of local anesthesia: difficulty in locating landmarks, expired cartridge, improper technique, insufficient LA, and in the case of infection in which pH of the tissues is altered. One of the commonly asked Viva question is why LA is ineffective in infection. Normally, when we inject LA into the tissues have buffering capacity, which returns the pH of LA to normal, to neutral. In the case of infection, LA cannot be buffered by the tissues which are infected, making it ineffective. Local complications of local anesthesia. First of all, needle breakage. More common in long needles because they can penetrate to full length in soft tissues. Most commonly, needle breakage occur in inferior alveolar nerve block and posterior superior alveolar nerve block. If the needle is broken but it is visible, it can be removed by grasping the proximal end without doing surgery. But if the broken needle fragment is not visible, then we will refer to oral maxillofacial surgeon and it will be removed under GA. How to prevent needle breakage? In inferior alveolar nerve blocks in adults and children, do not use short needles and do not use 30 gauge needles. Do not bend needle when it is inserting into the soft tissues, and also after when it is inserted in the soft tissues. Do not insert the needle into the soft tissue up to its hub, and extra caution should be given in younger patients and in phobic patients. Prolonged anesthesia or paresthesia, that is feeling numb or frozen feeling for hours to days after injection. Its causes are injection contaminated with alcohol or sterilizing solutions which irritates the nerve, causes edema and increased pressure in the region of nerve and causes paresthesia. Second cause is trauma to the nerve by needle contact or hemorrhage in and around the neural sheath. It is most common in inferior alveolar nerve block and lingual nerve block. It can cause numbness of tongue and lip. The problem associated with the paresthesia is that self-inflicted soft tissue injuries can occur, and there are impaired taste sensation if chorda tympani branch of lingual nerve is involved. Hyperesthesia means increased sensations, and dysesthesia is painful sensations. Treatment: it will resolve within 8 weeks without any treatment, and reassurance of the patient. Recall for examination. In person examination means उसकी oral cavity वगैरह को examine करेंगे कि soft tissue injuries वगैरह तो नहीं हो गई. Avoid re-administration of the local anesthesia. Facial nerve paralysis cause local anesthesia inserted in capsule of parotid gland at the posterior border of ramus. It can occur in inferior alveolar nerve block if it is deflected posteriorly, or over insertion of Vazirani across the nerve block. Problems are loss of motor function, unable to close eyes, impossible blinking, tear lubricating eye, and muscle drop. How to prevent it? Prevent over insertion of the needle, and needle should be withdrawn from the soft tissue if over inserted. Barrel of the syringe brought posteriorly and directing the needle up more interiorly. Its treatment is reassure the patient, contact lenses are removed, and eye patch is applied, and record the incident in the patient's chart and reassure the patient. Trismus is prolonged tetanic spasm of jaw muscles, restricted normal opening of mouth, that is lockjaw. Causes are trauma to muscles and blood vessels, contamination of local anesthesia by alcohol or sterilizing solutions, intramuscular or supramuscular local anesthetic injections, hemorrhage, and low grade infection after injection, that is post injection infections. Normal intraoral opening in males is 44.8 mm and females is 39.2 mm. In trismus, it decreases to 13.7 mm. Prevention is use sharp sterile disposable needles, aseptic techniques, traumatic insertion and injection technique, avoid repetition of injection and multiple insertions at the same area, and use minimum effective volume of LA. Usually trismus takes 6 weeks to recover itself. Its treatment can be heat therapy, analgesics, that is aspirin 325 mg, physiotherapy, warm saline rinses, muscle relaxants, and reference to oral maxillofacial surgeon. Soft tissue injuries, that is trauma to lips and tongue while chewing or biting when the areas are still anesthetized. It occurs mostly in children, older patients, or disabled patients. The problem is swelling and pain, and we can prevent it by using local anesthesia of appropriate duration of action, cotton rolls placed between the teeth, and warn the patient or guardian of a child. Its treatment is to to give analgesics, to apply petroleum jelly, lukewarm saline rinses, and prescribe antibiotics. Hematoma. Inadvertent nicking of artery leads to effusion of blood into the extravascular space from the arteries and causing hematoma. Most commonly involved is posterior superior alveolar nerve block and inferior alveolar nerve block. Posterior superior alveolar nerve block, hematoma is visible intraorally as a bruise, and in inferior alveolar nerve block, hematoma is visible intraorally as a swelling or discoloration. We can prevent hematoma by modifying the injection technique according to the patient's anatomy by using short needles for posterior superior alveolar nerve block, minimizing the number of penetrations, and never use needle as a probe. Management is direct pressure application at the site of bleeding or hematoma. Inferior alveolar nerve block, we will apply pressure on medial aspect of ramus in infraorbital nerve block, on skin over infraorbital foramen in mental nerve block, externally on the skin over the mental foramen and internally on mucous membrane, and in posterior superior alveolar nerve block we will apply pressure on mucobuccal fold in medial and superior direction. Most commonly involved is posterior superior alveolar nerve block. The reason is because pterygoid plexus of veins is present in that location. Pain on injection can be caused by careless technique or by using dull needles or by low pH or by using local anesthesia that is contaminated with alcohol or sterilizing solutions. Problem is increased anxiety, unexpected movements of patient which can cause soft tissue trauma, and needle stick injury can also occur. Prevention using sharp needles, inject LA slowly, use topical anesthetic before giving LA, use sterile LA, and pH should be buffered in tissues, that is 7.4. Burning on injection. pH of plain local anesthesia is 6.5, and when vasoconstrictor is added it becomes 3.5. Or it can also be caused due to low pH or contamination of local anesthetic with any sterilizing solution. Or it can also occur, burning on injection can also occur by depositing LA very fastly or by using warmed local anesthesia cartridge. How to prevent it? Buffering LA to pH 7.4, slow speed of injection, that is 1.8 ml in 60 seconds, and storage of cartridge at room temperature. Infection causes contamination of needle, improper tissue penetration, improper handling technique of LA. In the area of infection, LA is always ineffective because normal tissues have buffering capacity, but infective tissues do not have buffering capacity. That's why. Prevention, use sterile needles, proper handling, and proper penetration. Treatment, heat therapy, physiotherapy, muscle relaxants, and penicillin. Edema. Causes of edema: trauma, infection, allergy to ester LA, hemorrhage, angioedema, and irritating solution contamination. Airway obstruction, it can cause airway obstruction, pain, and dysfunctioning of the area affected if severe. Treatment is oral or intramuscular histamine blockers, analgesics, and antibiotics. Sloughing of tissues, there are two types of lesions: epithelial desquamation or sterile abscesses. Increased sensitivity to LA, mostly topical LA, causes epithelial desquamation, and sterile abscess is mostly caused by vasoconstrictor, and it is common on hard palate. Both can cause pain and lead to infection. Treatment: do not use overly concentrated solution when vasoconstrictor is used with LA. Aura based ointments can be used and analgesics can be used in treating it. Post-anesthetic intraoral lesions. 2 days after local anesthesia, they appear after 2 days. Ulceration at the site of local anesthesia, pain, and recurrent abscess stomatitis like lesions, herpes simplex like lesions, can cause acute sensitivity in the ulcerated area and also can cause secondary infection. Its prevention is antiviral drug acyclovir, and its treatment is topical anesthesia, mix of Benadryl and milk of magnesium, that is diphenhydramine, aura-based ointments, and tannic acid preparation, that is Xylectin. Now, systemic complications of local anesthesia. Causes of adverse drug reaction. Toxicity that is caused by direct extension of usual pharmacological effects of drug. That can be side effects, that can be overdose reactions, or that can be local toxic effects. Toxicity caused by alteration in recipient of the drug, which means that the patient is undergoing some disease process like hepatic dysfunctioning, heart failure, or renal dysfunctioning, any emotional disturbances, genetic aberrations, or idiosyncrasy. Toxicity that is caused by allergic response to drug. Overdose reactions. A drug overdose reaction is defined as those clinical signs and symptoms that results from overly high blood levels of a drug in various targeted organs and tissues. Predisposing factors of local anesthetic overdose, patient related factors and drug related factors. In patient related factors, age, more overdose reactions occur in children, and in old age, weight, less the weight, more the chances of overdose reactions. Other drugs that interfere with their metabolism can cause overdose reactions. Gender, in pregnancy, renal excretion is impaired, which can cause overdose reactions. Presence of disease like liver diseases or heart failure can cause overdose reactions. Genetics, like genetic deficiency of pseudocholinesterase enzyme, which is involved in metabolism of LA. Mental attitude and environment can also cause overdose reaction because it varies the response to stimulus. Drug factors में सबसे पहले vaso activity. All the local anesthetics used are vasodilator, which have increased tissue perfusion, increased rate of drug absorption from the site of injection into the circulatory system, which can cause overdose reactions. Concentration, greater the concentration, greater chances of overdose reaction. Dose, larger the volume of local anesthetic administered, greater is the chance of entering into the circulatory system and causing overdose. Route of administration, anything that is not entering directly into the circulatory system avoids overdose reactions. And some topical anesthetics like lidocaine or tetracaine can cause reactions. Rate of injection, always LA is given slowly, ठीक है, over 60 seconds. If it is given like rapidly, it can enter into the circulatory system and can cause overdose reactions. Vascularity of the injection site, greater the vascularity of injection site, more chances of absorption of drug into the circulatory system, which can increase the chances of toxicity, overdose reactions. Presence of vasoconstrictors reduces the absorption into CVS by constricting blood vessels. Causes of overdose: slow biotransformation of the drug, unbiotransformed drug slowly eliminated through the kidneys from the body, too large total dose administered, intravascular administration or absorption from injection site is unusually rapid. Factors that increases the risk of overdose in young patients. Treatment planning, where all four quadrants are involved. Local anesthetic administered is plain without vasoconstrictor. Full cartridge administration with each injection. Local anesthetic administered to all four quadrants at one time and exceeding the maximum dosage based on the patient's body weight. Signs and symptoms of overdose reactions, very important from prof point of view, क्योंकि UQ भी रह चुका है. Minimal to moderate overdose levels में signs: talkativeness, apprehension, excitability, slurred speech, generalized stutter, twitching and tremors of distal extremities, euphoria, dysarthria, nystagmus, sweating, vomiting, failure to follow commands, disorientation, loss of response to painful stimulus, and elevated blood pressure, heart rate, and respiratory rate. Symptoms: lightheadedness, dizziness, restlessness, nervousness, numbness, twitching, sensation of twitching, metallic taste, visual disturbances, auditory disturbances, drowsiness, disorientation, loss of consciousness. And in moderate to high level overdose levels, tonic-clonic seizures, and generalized central nervous system depression, and depressed blood pressure, heart rate, and respiratory rate. Treatment of overdose reactions. In slow onset, position the patient in supine position, assess and maintain airway, assess breathing, assess circulation. In definitive care, reassure the patient, oxygen administration, then monitor vitals and administer diazepam 5 mg per minute slowly intravenously. In severe overdose reactions, position the patient in supine with feet elevated slightly, assess and maintain airway, assess breathing and circulation. Definitive care in the presence of tonic-clonic seizures, protect the patient from the adjacent objects, administer oxygen and administer anticonvulsant IV diazepam at the rate of 5 mg per minute or midazolam 1 mg per minute. Post-seizure phase, position the patient in supine, assess and maintain airway, assess breathing and circulation, administer IV fluids, and allow the patient to rest until recovery. Drug allergy may be defined as a specific type of hypersensitivity reaction to drug or its chemical compounds and results by an alteration in body's reaction to that antigenic substances. Causes of allergy can be ester LA, antioxidants in LA, methylparaben, epinephrine, latex gloves, and topical anesthetics like tetracaine, benzocaine, etc. Clinical signs of allergy: fever, angioedema, urticaria, dermatitis, depression of blood forming organs, photosensitivity, and anaphylaxis. Treatment of allergy: if skin signs are visible, then recognize the problems and discontinue the dental treatment. Activate the office emergency team and position the patient comfortably. Perform basic life support as if needed, and activate the emergency medical service. D is provide definitive care. If there is no respiratory or CVS involvement, administer oral or intramuscular histamine blockers, 50 mg of diphenhydramine or 10 mg of chlorpheniramine, and then allow recovery and discharge patient. If there is CVS or respiratory involvement, reposition the patient. And if CVS involvement, hypotension, supine position with legs elevated, administer oxygen and 0.3 ml epinephrine intramuscular every 5 to 20 minutes as needed to a total of 3 doses. Have summon medical assistance and administer histamine blockers 50 mg diphenhydramine. Permit recovery and discharge patient. If there is no CVS involvement, then comfortable the patient and administer epinephrine, and then have summon medical assistance, administer histamine blockers 50 mg diphenhydramine, and permit recovery and discharge the patient. Recognize the problem, discontinue the dental treatment, activate the office emergency team, position patient comfortably, apply basic life support, activate the emergency medical service if patient does not recover immediately, and then provide definitive management as observe the patient and administer oral histamine blocker 50 mg diphenhydramine and 10 mg chlorpheniramine, and medical consultation prior to future dental care. And in more generalized slow onset skin reactions, administer IV or IM oral histamine blocker every 4 to 6 hourly. Difference of allergy and overdose. Allergy is non-dose related and overdose is dose related. Signs and symptoms are similar regardless of allergen, and overdose, it is relative to the pharmacology of drug administered. Management: similar, epinephrine and histamine blockers are used to treat allergy, and in overdose, different specific for drug administered. Like there are different management options for different types of drug administered causing overdose. Methemoglobinemia, which is mostly caused by prilocaine. It is a cyanosis-like state in which there is chocolate brown colored blood. If severe, it is caused by administration of that drug, which increases the formation of methemoglobin. For example, prilocaine in large doses. अब इसमें ये होता है कि जब नॉर्मली हीमोग्लोबिन फेरस स्टेट में होती है, जिसमें आयरन जो है वो फेरस स्टेट में होती है, और हर हीमोग्लोबिन मॉलिक्यूल के साथ 4 फेरस एटम्स लूजली अटैच्ड होते हैं जो ऑक्सीजन कैरी करते हैं टू द टिश्यूज़ और वहाँ पे जाके ऑक्सीजन को रिलीज़ कर देते हैं. अब इस कंडीशन में क्या होता है, जो फेरस फॉर्म में आयरन है वो फेरिक फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट हो जाती है, और एरिथ्रोसाइट्स में जो हीमोग्लोबिन वो अनस्टेबल हो जाती है, जिसको हम मेथमोग्लोबिन कहते हैं. जब इस फॉर्म में होती है, लाइक जब मेथमोग्लोबिन होती है, उसमें फेरिक स्टेट में एटम्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं जिसमें ऑक्सीजन इतनी टाइटली बाउंड हो जाती है कि वो रिलीज़ नहीं करते टू द टिश्यूज़. सो दे हैव डिक्रीज्ड ऑक्सीजन कैरिंग कैपेसिटी टू द टिश्यूज़ लीडिंग टू अ स्टेट कॉल्ड मेथमोग्लोबिनीमिया. Signs and symptoms of methemoglobinemia will appear when methemoglobin level reaches 1.5 to 3 grams per deciliter. Maximum safe dose of prilocaine is 8 mg per kg. If it crosses the maximum dose of prilocaine is crossed, then methemoglobinemia will occur. Peak level of methemoglobinemia is 3 to 4 hours after administration of the drug, and it persists for 12 to 14 hours. Signs of methemoglobinemia: lethargy, oral mucous membrane and nail beds become cyanotic, and skin become pale gray. How to diagnose it? On gingival puncture, there will be chocolate brown colored blood due to methemoglobinemia. Treatment: IV 1% methylene blue 1.5 mg per kg every hour until the condition persists, and IV or IM ascorbic acid 100 to 200 mg per day. Use alternative LA, any other LA than prilocaine, or uh, do not give prilocaine above maximum dose, that is 8 mg per kg. Minimize its dose.